Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daily English Dose. Today, I want to share an amazing story with you, not just for your English listening practice, but also to inspire you. This story will show us that nothing in life comes easy, but with perseverance, anything is possible. Our story is called Ethan's Seed. Are you ready? Let's begin. There was a young man named Ethan, living in a small city with old wooden shops and narrow streets. Ethan had a big dream: to become the city's best wood craftsman and open his own furniture workshop. But Ethan's family was not wealthy. His father, David, was a blacksmith, and his mother made a living by sewing at home. Ethan had two younger siblings, and he worried about their future. One evening, Ethan sat in his workshop, holding a rough piece of wood. He whispered to himself, "I want to turn this wood into a masterpiece. But how do I gain that skill? How do I even start?" The next day, Ethan told his father, David, about his dream. His father smiled and said, "Son, big dreams are like seeds. You plant them, but they require a lot of hard work and patience to bear fruit. Nothing is free." Ethan took his father's words to heart. He decided to go to Master Charles, the oldest wood craftsman in the city. Master Charles didn't easily teach his art to just anyone. When Ethan arrived at his workshop, he found Master Charles among his carvings. Ethan said, "Master, I want to be your apprentice and learn wood carving." Master Charles looked up, his eyes scrutinizing Ethan from head to toe, and said, "Why should I spend my time on you, young man? My art is not taught to everyone." Ethan replied, "Because I am eager to learn, and no matter how difficult it gets, I will never give up. I promise to work hard." After a long pause, Master Charles said, "All right, I'll give you a chance. Come tomorrow before dawn. But remember, this work isn't free. You have to put in your effort." Ethan was overjoyed. The next morning, Ethan arrived at Master Charles's workshop before anyone else. Master Charles gave him his first lesson. "First, you must understand the wood. Every tree has a soul. Listen to it." In the first few days, Ethan only carried wood, cleaned the workshop, and watched Master Charles. His hands became calloused, but he came with greater eagerness each morning. When Master Charles started teaching him to do simple carvings, Ethan often cracked the wood or made crooked cuts. One day, after ruining another piece of wood, Ethan sat down, feeling defeated. "Maybe I'm not good enough for this. Maybe I should give up," he thought. But then his father's words came to mind. Big dreams are like seeds. He realized that every mistake was teaching him something new about wood, about patience, and about craftsmanship. Giving up was not an option. The next day, he returned with even more determination. He carefully practiced every cut, every carving. Slowly, his carvings began to become smoother, more aesthetic. Months later, Master Charles looked at him and said, "Ethan, you are no longer just an apprentice. You are on your way to becoming a master." Ethan's heart swelled with pride. Ethan was now ready to open his own workshop. He rented a small shop in a busy corner of the city. He named it Ethan's Art Workshop. In the beginning, business was slow. People didn't know him. Big, fancy furniture stores attracted many more customers. Ethan worried when he saw his sales dropping. "What if I lose everything I've worked so hard for?" he thought. But instead of panicking, Ethan decided to improve himself. He listened to his customers and asked, "What kind of furniture do you need? What can I do to make you happy?" Some said they wanted modern designs. Others said they couldn't find custom-made products. Ethan realized he needed to grow not just as a wood craftsman, but as a businessman. Using his savings, he renovated his shop, made his display window more appealing, and started offering custom-made furniture to his customers. He even learned new techniques and design trends from books in the city library. Slowly, customers noticed the quality of Ethan's craftsmanship and returned to him. One evening, an elderly woman who had been a customer of Master Charles for years came to Ethan and said, "Son, I've seen many young men give up when things get hard, but you didn't. That's why we trust your craftsmanship." These words filled Ethan with pride. Ethan's workshop became one of the most popular places in the city. He was receiving large orders and gaining a reputation for his talent. One day, Mr. Sterling, one of the city's wealthiest merchants, gave Ethan the biggest order of his life, a custom-carved table and chairs for his library. Ethan poured his heart and soul into this work. He worked for days and nights. He sought perfection down to the finest detail. He finished the order exactly on time, even earlier. When Mr. Sterling saw the table and chairs, he was amazed. "Ethan, this is a work of art. You have no equal in our city," he said. Ethan was ecstatic. This was going to be his big break. However, a few days later, Mr. Sterling's secretary arrived and said that they had canceled the order because they had received a better offer from another craftsman. Ethan was shocked. He found out that his table and chairs had been copied and were being sold at a much lower price. This was the theft of years of his hard work. Ethan was devastated. He felt betrayed and angry. He sat in his workshop staring blankly at the wooden pieces. This event deeply shook Ethan. For a moment, he thought about giving up everything. But then his father David's voice echoed in his ears. "Nothing is free, neither success nor lessons." Ethan realized that this challenge would make him even stronger. This time, he understood that he needed to focus not only on woodworking, but also on the legal aspects of his business. To build a more resilient business, he consulted a lawyer, registered his brand, and learned how to better protect himself. People were surprised when they heard Ethan's story. Many came to support him. New orders poured in, and Ethan returned even stronger. He developed new methods to protect his own designs. Over time, Ethan's workshop became not just a place where he sold furniture, but also a symbol of perseverance and honesty. The city's youth were inspired by him. Ethan's story teaches us, 1. Dreams are like seeds. They require cultivation and patience. 2. Failures are not the end. They are opportunities to learn and grow stronger. 3. Even difficulties are lessons. They push you further. 4. Never give up. The darkest moments are often just before success. Ethan didn't just build furniture, he built a legacy. And so can you. Whatever your dream is, don't stop chasing it. Remember, nothing is free, but everything is possible. I hope Ethan's story has inspired you and that you found motivation to pursue your own dreams. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can support us by liking the video and leaving a comment below. What kind of stories or topics would you like to see in the next video? Let us know in the comments. Remember, consistent listening, confident speaking.